The shadow behind the lens. My name is Victoria Langston, and I am 34 years old. To everyone around me, I was the picture of happiness, a devoted wife, a loving mother, the woman who had it all. But behind the glossy facade of family portraits and polite smiles, cracks had begun to spread. It all started with an envelope left in my mailbox. No address, no return name, only my own written in sharp, deliberate handwriting. Inside were photographs. Just a few, but enough to shatter everything I believed in. In the photos was my husband, Jonathan. He wasn't alone. A woman leaned into him, smiling the way I used to smile. His hand rested on her waist like it belonged there. Each image was captured with precision, as if someone had been waiting for the right moment, the undeniable proof. I didn't scream. I didn't confront him. I became silent, observant. I collected more. Bank statements, phone calls, hidden meetings. Piece by piece, the man I thought I knew crumbled into a stranger. Weeks later came his birthday. The house brimmed with laughter. Colleagues raising glasses, friends applauding his success, everyone praising the perfect couple. And then I stepped forward. "I have something to give as well," I said. The projector lit up behind him. The first photo appeared. At first, there was confusion, polite murmurs. Then came the second, then the third, and the room fell into stunned silence. Faces turned from the screen to him. Whispers grew heavy. Shame rippled through the crowd. Jonathan froze, his smile collapsing, his voice failing. His empire of lies disintegrated in front of the very people whose approval he craved most. As for me, I didn't feel anger anymore. Not even sadness. I felt release. Freedom. I left the chaos inside and stepped into the cool night air. That's when I noticed another envelope resting on the gate. My hands trembled as I opened it. Inside wasn't betrayal. It was me. A photograph of myself, sitting in a cafe, a book in hand, sunlight touching my face. It was a portrait taken with such warmth that I hardly recognized myself. On the back, words were written. "You deserve more. I've always been here." I looked around, but the street was empty. My heart raced. Who was he? Someone I knew? A stranger who saw me clearer than my own husband ever had? For the first time in months, I smiled. Not because I was saved, but because I realized I wasn't invisible. Someone had been watching, not to hurt me, but to protect me, to admire me silently from the shadows. Days turned into weeks, and then one evening, while walking home, I saw him. A man I had often overlooked, Daniel, a quiet neighbor, a photographer who lived just across the street. He was holding his camera, nervous, as if caught in the act. Our eyes met. He didn't need to explain. I already knew. "Why?" I whispered. He hesitated, then answered softly. "Because I wanted you to see yourself the way I've always seen you. Strong, beautiful, unforgettable." And in that moment, the weight of betrayal finally lifted. What Jonathan had broken, life had rebuilt in a different, unexpected way. I had lost a husband, but found something far greater. The possibility of real love. The kind that isn't hidden in shadows, but begins there and steps bravely into the light. Sometimes the end of one story is only the prologue to another.